Good morning. It's Saturday. Just woken up and clearly slept on the couch because it's a good place to sleep. Slept on the couch with some nice wave sounds in the background. It's year 2020. It's lockdown. There's not much you can do. But what I've come to a conclusion is a lot of people say they are bored at home. They are bored. They want to get out. They want to see mates. They want to go over. They want to get in communication. They want to talk to people. I think a lot of us miss the point that you are at home. There's nothing you can do about it. What you need to focus on is you and how you should have really dug deep within yourself, in your own mindset, channel your thought process, find out what your passion is, what you want to do for yourself. That need we feel to be with other people is because we want other people's acceptance. But that's not necessarily what we need in life. In life, we need to accept ourselves. We need to accept who we are as inner beings. We need to accept what our passions and desires are. It's something we've missed along the way because it's always putting a push of getting the approval from others. It's always that push, that drive that we want to be seen, we want to be recognized, we want to push forward for those reasons. And that's not what life's about. Life's about the enjoyment that you can give yourself, the fulfillment that you can give yourself. You'll never be happy with anyone or being happy pushing to become something if you're not doing it for you because it's what you want. It's not about what the world expects from you, but what you feel you should take from the world. I'm not saying this in a narcissistic way. I'm not saying go and try and get as much as you can from other people. No. To other people, you should always try to give as much as you can. You should never give up giving. But what you need to do is you need to focus on what do you need. What do you want? Where do you want to go next? What is your next step? Those are the focuses that we should all be focusing during this trying time. To have that inner growth. To become us, to become who we are. So that you don't sit around next time when you go into something like this saying, I'm bored at home. I'm bored in the house. I'm in the house bored. It doesn't work that way. You need to let it go. Be constructive. Find things that alter your mind, that alter your ego to make you feel good about you. It's not about the opinions of others and how others feel about you, but it's about how you feel about yourself. If you're bored, do a workout. It doesn't have to be weights. You don't need weights to work out. There's a lot of free ways to train and free ways to get workouts. Do a push-up. Well, that's just going to work my pecs. No. You get multiple styles of push-ups. Go on YouTube. I mean, we all use our internet and watch Tiger King. What a bunch of fucking bullshit. Don't watch Tiger King. My therapist told me to watch Aaron Doughty. He's really good. He's a really good spiritual person to listen to with proper life lessons if you filter through the things that you shouldn't really be hearing. That has no value to the soul, but you need to find what makes you happy, what drives you that next step forward. I'm not saying go sit in front of YouTube and watch that all day long. That is not being productive. It's not releasing who you are. I think a lot of us should have come into this not knowing who we are and sat down with a thought process. What I do is I've got a mirror here where I do all my training at night and play around and see how my body moves and see what muscles do where. Studying myself in front of a mirror, and my mirror is pretty bogged up with thoughts. Now, a thought is a funny thing because we think all the time. Now, if you take all those little thoughts and write them down as they come, when they come. Now, for me, exercise is my meditation. That's when I think. That's when I release thoughts. That's when my brain clears itself. It's my reset button. And as it's busy resetting and I'm going through all the errors in my brain, the error reports, I write them down. Short little jots. Short little, what shall I call it? Short little doodles. I doodle my thoughts. I'm not the first person in the world to ever do it. The It was done by Einstein. It's a technique that was used by Einstein. I don't know much about Einstein because I didn't really care about Einstein before this, and I still don't care about Einstein. But I was told that this is something that Einstein did. This is how Einstein found himself. So when you think about that, and you release these little thoughts, so a little doodle, don't fit the gene, fill it. That's my motivation to myself, that I shouldn't be fitting jeans. I shouldn't go to a shop and say, oh, this jean fits a bit loose. Fucking buy the jean. You like the jean, buy the jean. Fill the jean. Gain that weight, gain that extra muscle. Eat better, eat more. Now, I don't understand how anybody can be at home during this time for 8 hours plus a day, 10 hours, 20, 24 hours. I don't know how long people sleep. A lot of people tend to sleep more at this time and stage. A lot of people seem to be drinking more at this time and age. I don't understand how you can be bored at home. You got a brekkie? Come on, cook yourself something. You've got the time in the world to cook yourself up a decent little brekkie. Bacon, egg on the side, toast, fried mushrooms in between. You've got the time to do that. If your food looks good, it tastes good. It smells good, it'll taste good. Cook by smell. I mean, everything that you add to food changes the flavor, and flavor changes the smell. So cook by smell. Learn to cook by smell. If you don't know how to cook, learn. This is the perfect time for you to be learning to cook. If you can't cook, if you're not a great cook, like, yeah, I'm an average cook, I can do rice. No, learn to cook. Learn to cook a proper meal. Focus that time on learning to cook. Do it in the morning. Start in the morning. By lunch, you've got a lunch or brunch. If you get better at it, it'll become brunch. Before you know it, you've got a brekkie. Decent brekkie, something that fills your body with energy. Because we need food. That's our one thing in life we can't go without is food. So now you've done that. You've got yourself well fed. Oh man, now I need to burn off these calories. Do a workout. Oh, you don't have time. Oh, you can easily just do a squat right there on the spot. You don't need time. Saying you do not have time for doing these things that you need to do for yourself for self-improvement is excuses. We've become really good at making excuses for why we can and cannot do things. Let it go. Let go of the excuses. Just do it. Nike slogan, just do it. It means stop making the excuse. You have a thought process it. Just do it. Back onto the doodling things. Don't fit the gene, fill it. Just do it. Just get in there. Take life. Life does not come to you on its own. Life goes by if you don't grab it by the horns and ride that motherfucker. I have to edit that out. Life does not wait for you. Life will keep going on by, pass you, surround you, overtake you. If you do not grab it by the horns and ride that bull like a crazy person, you'll miss life. You'll miss everything that is supposed to be enjoyed in life. You can't wait around for life to happen or things in life to happen. You have to take what you want from life. You only get this life once. Bored at home. Do something. Don't, I'm loving it. I'm getting on the piss every day. How's that going to benefit you? You come out of lockdown, you're unfit, you've had a month of sitting on your bum, you do not have the motivation to carry yourself forward. If you cannot motivate yourself in your own time, how are you going to motivate yourself at work? You want a promotion. Yeah, I didn't get the promotion. Feel stink about it. I'm not going to work that hard anymore. Why? This is the point in time you got to ask yourself, why did I not get that promotion? A person that does not get a promotion and goes and sits down in his bum saying, well, they kind of screwed me over. I'm not doing it. I'm not carrying forward with life in this company, working as hard as I used to because I didn't get a promotion. That is the attitude that you're not wanting promoted levels. Because if you look back at yourself and you think, if I was up there, would I want to promote somebody that can't take bad news, rejection, neglect this way? That can't take no for an answer because he gets stink about it? We all want to be promoted. But promotion starts here. Promote yourself. Take the time. Those times you say you are bored, take that time to improve yourself, to better yourself, to push yourself forward. Because if you don't do it, no one else will. It is your responsibility to push yourself forward. It's not your boss's fault. It's not your manager's fault that you didn't get the job. It's your own fault. You are the product that's for sale. It's about what you can do for the rest of the world. It's about what you can do for the rest of the world. It's not about what you can take from the world. I'm not standing here thinking, oh, I need to take all the money I possibly can. No, I'm standing here thinking, I need to survive, so I need money. That's it. That's why I work, because I need to survive. I need to strive forward. At the end of the day, if I die at the age of 80, I'm not taking jack shit with me. But memories, experience, time, being kind, being a good person, improving myself, that will go with me. Because those are qualities that stick to your soul. It sticks to your heart. It sticks to who you are. It's what makes you, you. Don't worry about the rest of the world. If you're angry at someone, let it go. It's about you. Don't be sitting around saying, I'm bored. I remember when I was in high school, I had a teacher. He was pretty strange to me at the time. He was an odd person. He was a very intellectually odd person that could speak multiple languages. I don't even know how many languages. I just know his favorite language in the world was German. Whenever he got upset, he spoke German in the classroom and kind of ripped us to shreds with foul language because we don't understand what he was saying. Well, I've got a German stepdad, so I understood a lot of it, but I didn't care. He was a weird person and he was an odd person, but he was himself. And I did not understand what it means to be yourself back then, but right now I understand a lot better what it means to be yourself. And an important lesson is not the language he taught me. It's not about what he taught me within his classrooms. The important lesson that came out of this is the one thing he always used to say is you do not get boring moments, you get boring people. I never understood it back then, but I understand it now. Because in high school, we are all bored. We sit around in the classroom, we're all bored. We've got nothing to do. We are bored. But that's an excuse that we had because we have a lot to do in life. But we don't want to do those things that we need to do. We want to do what we want to do. And when we can't do the things we want to do, we go sit on our bums and say we are bored. We want to get out of here. We want to carry on. We want to go to the beach. We want to go to our mates. We want to go drinking. That's not what life's about. Those moments that you can't do what you want to do is those times in life you need to do what you need to do. And that's self-improvement, self-betterment, self-focus, meditation. I'm not saying go sit on your bum and focus at a candlelight and meditate that way. Not Corona. Meditation, to me, and I've said this before and I'm going to say this over and over. Meditation, to me, I'm borderline ADHD. I can't sit still. I always have to move forward. But meditation to me is when I am at my peak level of pushing myself. When my brain says to me, you cannot go on. it hurts, it burns, and I start pushing myself over that limit, over that boundary of what my brain tells my body what to do. Then my brain releases that energy and it starts thinking little thoughts, negative thoughts about me. And the first thing in those self-improvement things that's very important when you think negative thoughts about yourself, because self-improvement, the one step that should always be taken is the negative thoughts about yourself should be released. I am too skinny to fill these jeans. Don't fit the jeans, fill them. I'm too skinny to fit these jeans. They are the same size as my Levi's, but these kids' jeans just don't fit right. Well, you bought the jean. What am I supposed to do? Chuck it out? Have it refitted? Fill it. That's me telling myself I'm too skinny to fit into a jean, so I'm going to fill it. You take those negative thoughts about yourself and you convert them, you diverge them, you make them positive thoughts. You take the negative thoughts about yourself and you take it back. If you can't do nothing about it, you let it go. I've got curly hair. I hate my curly hair. The only thing I can do about it is go to the barber. Now, I can't go to the barber because of the lockdown. What can I do about it? I can just let it go, let it be. I mean, it's bad. I hate my hair. But there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm not letting it get me down. I don't care about it. Because there's nothing I can do. You see, self-improvement is not about improving the things that you can't improve. It's about improving the things you can. Self-improvement is about taking those negative thoughts about yourself and making them positive. I'm an active person. I can't sit still. Now, usually I would be walking around the house before and just walk around looking for things to do, looking for the things I would want to do. I would be looking, but I wouldn't be acting on it. I'm borderline ADHD. I can't sit still. Man, life is so terrible. I can't focus on anything. Those are the negative thoughts I kept telling myself. We all have negative thoughts about ourselves. We stand in the mirror. We're too fat. We're too skinny. I'm not beefy enough. I'm not bulky enough. That does not matter. Because I can tell you now, if you are a good person and you've worked on self-improvement, you are happy with who you are, and that aura starts reflecting, the world will see it and people will want to be with you. That is self-improvement. Self-improvement is not how I can improve my physical physique, how I can become stronger, or how the world sees me. It's about how you see yourself. It's about how you see you. How you see you. That little picture, when you look in the mirror, doesn't matter. Because it's not about how you see yourself physically. It's about how you see yourself emotionally, spiritually, within your own soul. It's about who you are as a person. When you have the opportunity to walk past the shop, and I've gone, oh, well, I'm going to go get on the bus now. I'm walking down K Road, and there's a homeless person sitting there, and you walk a big circle around him because he's probably dirty. Why? That could be you sitting there. Why walk past him? Why ignore him? Why don't you acknowledge him? You don't have to greet him, shake his hand, and give him hugs. But you're about to spend $200 or $300 on piss anyway. Go into the shop, buy a pipe, buy a bottle of water. Buy something that's going to last. Give him good nutrition. That little step in life, that little good deed could change his life. I never give people money. Giving anybody money doesn't do it for me. I give people kindness. Do you need help? I've got advice. You need food? I've got food. I'm not going to take my cupboards out and fucking put them in bags and bring them over to you. But you're more than welcome to come sit at my table while I cook. I'll make you a burger. I'll eat it with you. You've got problems in life. I'll talk to you about it. I'll help you forget about these problems in life. If you're my mate, I will let you into my house. If I hardly know you and I know you're going through a hard time and you don't need anybody to talk to, you're welcome to come and sit here. That's how you help people. But you have to do it not so that you can feel good about it. You have to do it not so that other people can see, oh man, he's a kind, caring soul. You have to do it without anybody knowing about it but you. If that person that you've helped and aided in life goes and tells people about it, that's on him. That's his choice. That's her decision. That's their choices. That's them looking for approval. Life is about you. People will always have their things in life. People always have their judgments in life. People will always tell you the negative things about you. It's your job to tell yourself about the positive things about you and take those negatives and focus them into positive energies within yourself. Yes, people tell us all the time about this and that and this and that. People complain about themselves all the time. Why? If you can't change it, let it go. If you can change it, change it. It starts with a decision when you wake up in the morning. Look, I was on antidepressants not too long ago, and the first thing I did, the first step I took to get off them is I woke up one morning and I said to myself, I am done. I'm done feeling sad. I am done feeling sorry. I am done blaming myself for the problems the world gives me. And from there, each day I've taken one step closer to being who I am, to being complete in my soul, happy with who I am, learning about myself every day by just doing a thought map process. Little things like strength is in foundation, power is in balance. That to me means that everything I do, it's about the foundation. If I do my workouts, I do tippy-toe balances. First thing, do a squat while standing on your tippy-toes because that balance gives you strength. That balance activates things that does not usually get activated. That foundation that needs to be planted. Now, without having a good foundation where you get your balance from, you're not going to make it in life. But your foundation needs to be your foundation. I can't teach you what your foundation will be because it'll be different for everyone. But find foundation. Find that foundation that you need for yourself to build yourself onto. I was done worrying about the stuff I cannot change. I was done with it. I haven't taken an antidepressant in 4 months, and I've never been this happy. I was taking antidepressants daily because I felt I was not happy. I felt I was not good enough to be accepted into the world. But the only world that your acceptance matter is how you accept yourself. Self-acceptance. Because if you accept yourself, you can't feel sorry for yourself because you accept yourself. You accept who you are. That's my foundation. My foundation is choice. Within that first week of making the choice to be happy, regardless of what anything is ever thrown at me, people are often said, when life has you lemons, make lemonade. I disagree with that. I am more a person of you reap what you sow. So if life hands you lemons, stop planting lemon trees. And you won't have those lemons to make lemonades. If you want wine, I enjoy a glass of wine. So I planted a grape vineyard. in my life by making choice. Within that first week, I made the decision on a Wednesday. Within that first week, I had a job on the Saturday. I spoke to one of the people there that I often speak to, that he was happy, but there was always something holding him back. He always had that one thing within himself holding him back. And I spoke to him about how I feel we went wrong as people. I spoke to him about how I disagree with how we treat ourselves, and that it's all about choice. Happiness is a choice. It's a choice to hold on to negative things. It's a choice to hold on to negative thoughts. It's your choice. So the first step I've made to self-improvement is I made that choice of I'm going to be happy regardless of what the world thinks. I'm going to be happy regardless of what situation is being thrown at me. I'm going to be happy for me. I'm going to improve myself. And when I had this conversation with him, and I spoke about choice, how everything in life is a choice. I mean, he was like, "Oh, yeah, touche, man. That's great advice. I'll take that." And I thought, yeah, he's listening, but I'm just venting how I feel, my happiness, my joy, the repercussions of the choice I made. I'm reflecting onto him, because me telling myself about these things makes me feel better. Me focusing on the positive things in life, the positives, and making those positive choices in life, and talking about it to someone that is willing to listen, that wants and needs those same choices to be made. Talking about it makes me feel better. It puts more foundation down. Not because I'm not talking to them because I want the approval. I'm talking to them because that's what made me better. And they can see the difference within that first week. People could see the difference. They could feel the difference in my aura, my glow, my attitude, my behavior. People could see the difference. And because of those differences that they could see, they started asking, and I started talking. And all of those things come to foundation because it's asserting myself. It's not asserting them. It's not looking for approval. It's asserting myself that I am on the path to becoming who I need to be for this world, to make things a better place, not for me, but for everyone around me. It's what can I do for you that matters to me. I do enough for myself, and I'm not a vain person, but it's what can I do for you? How can I help you? I'm building projects around my house to make things look better. I'm building like cool ass TV units and excuse the mess, but I don't even know if I can flip it, but excuse the mess. But I'm building like cool shit just to keep myself going, to keep myself busy. I'm doing it for me. But the question is, what can I do for you? When I tell these people about my thing, it's about trying to help them understand, where did this positive change within me come from? It's about choice. Step one, make the choice to see everything positively. Make that choice to worry about positive things in your life and work on them, amplify them. Make the choice to just the negative shit doesn't matter. Can you change it? No, it doesn't matter. Can you change it? Yes, well, change it. But don't go, I need to change this negative thing and start focusing on the negative thing. No, the only way you can change a negative to a positive is by taking that negative and rooting it out of your brain and looking for a silver lining. But don't think about the negative, think about the silver lining. Find the positive in everything. When I ended my marriage, it was tough. But it's the best thing I could have done to save my soul. Regardless, it's about the choices we make to be happy. A person that I spoke to about these choices we make. It's all about choice. For a while during lockdown, when he was still out working, he sent me a couple of videos of him being happier than I am. This is the person that I could see was happy, but he was held back by something. I never asked him what. I never spoke to him about what it is that held him back. I never asked him. I never cared. It never worried me, because asking him what holds him back, what makes him sad, makes him feel as if though something's wrong. It makes him focus on that negative, and it's not my place to help him focus on the negative energies. It's about how can I help him improve on negative energy. And negative energy, the only thing I could see at that time is the first step I took is about making that choice, about self improvement, making that choice for yourself. And once he's made that choice and he started sending me his videos, man, he is glowing. His energy is happy. His movement, his flow, his aura changes. Good morning and thank you.